I got a lot of videos to post, but you guys can just watch these in your own time and come back to them. And I'm just rambling because I don't even feel like I'm rambling. I feel like I'm saying some fairly good stuff. And again, if you're not interested, you're not going to be here with me, and that's fine. But where I just left off, because I had to start another video again, was that I was mentioning that I purchased a place in Mexico. Well, and that whole thing was gifted to me, not gifted to me. Don't get me wrong. It was the information. The information was gifted to me. I had met some people along my journey that said, "Well, have you thought of this? Like maybe possibly some real estate somewhere, and then you can sustain a small income if you turn it into Airbnb or Verbo or Booking.com or whatever, or rent it out or whatever your fancy is, but there's places all over the world that people own and they rent out. It's big business. And, so it's not anything like I'm sharing this, some brand new information. It's just that it was just the idea, though, was brand new to me. I've just been a blue collar worker my whole life. Not just. I'm extremely proud of it. I took a lot of pride in what I've done, and I wouldn't want to take that away from anyone. I've been a truck driver. I absolutely loved doing it. I was passionate. It was a passion of mine. I loved it. I'm more comfortable behind a giant 53-foot tractor trailer than I am in my own little vehicle. Like and navigating along these crazy, insane roads. I loved it. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I just didn't resonate with the industry anymore. And yeah, so um, oh, so just that whole idea has been presented to me. And then as I went, I just kept it in my mind. And then when I got down to Mexico, the opportunity had presented itself, that like an actual opportunity had presented itself on a new development and things like that. And, I went for it. My daughter was with me at the time. She was like, "Dad, I think so," and I'm like, "So do I. I don't know." Like, so it was just a divinely beautiful connection that had happened. There's a lot more to it that I'm not, I don't I know I say I'm quite open and I'm comfortable sharing, but I may at some point, but I'm not going to right now. But that's so. Anyways, that whole gift is taking care of itself down there. So even when I go back in the winter, it's not necessarily somewhere that is an option. It is an option for me. I can, just like anybody that understands Airbnb or owns any, they know that they can just carve out the time for themselves and just block the whatever. So I can do that, but I also want to, part of my journey, to be honest with you guys, that I haven't really talked about, is that I recognize that I am guided because I allow myself to be guided. I've surrendered. I want to be guided. I want to be a part of the solution, solution. I want to be a part of the, I consider myself serving. I serve, and you guys all have your own definition of that or whatever, and you may agree with it and not agree with it. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just sharing with you for the ones that do resonate with it. Um, I consider myself I'm passionate about it. It fuels me to serve. And it's, serve is not necessarily sounds like a great word to be used, but it's okay. I mean, because the way I'm serving is I feel like I'm a part of encouraging others to have a better quality of life. And I use that a little bit loosely because it's just different for everyone, and it's just different for everyone. And a lot of people don't grab onto it. They have to be open to it. So I do move on from the ones that aren't open and don't want to, just aren't ready. You have to be ready to even just receive. You have to be ready and open. And I'm the same. I'm open to receiving, because I was talking about the balance before, that I also need the learning to come in too, right? Like I'm not always a teacher. I'm a student just as much. And Well, I'm even a student within my teaching. You know, it's an interesting, right? It's awesome stuff. But so, I like to consider myself. When I discovered this, I realized that I just want to continue, and I asked, I was like, how can I just keep sustaining this lifestyle so that I can continue to serve? That's what I want to do. Like, I just want to be able to be engaged in the world and I've brought this to some of my Mexican friends that don't even speak English, and I have a hard time communicating with them, but they feel my energy and they've expressed that. They're like, you bring a certain peace to us because of just who you are and how you are. And I'm like, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. And so, when you get the feedback, you recognize, and again, I'm very humble. I'm not like someone that's like, whoo, no, it's I'm too, that's not a thing. It's not my thing. I'm just very humble, and I'm grateful. And I'm grateful because I know it's an opportunity that has presented itself and it has come my way that I recognize. I recognize the gift. So I'm just really just grateful. And so anyway, back down to Mexico for the winter, and I really do enjoy just exploring and bombing around. I got the right truck now for hitting some of the remote areas and meeting some more beautiful souls, and I honestly have no idea where I'm going to go. I may end up over in the mainland. I'd love to go and see South America. I don't know. That's the beauty of being in the timeless space, right? Or the unknown, where your doors are open. When your doors are open to the unknown, you don't know where you're going to go and what's going to happen. And it's okay. It's beautiful. Yeah. Go check it out. Anyways, I'll leave you guys with that for now. I've been doing a lot of talking. Have a wonderful day.